we're talking about war teams and war team makeups. I think the first attack we're going to look at is a simple walk. And the idea of a walk, plain and simple, is to walk through the base, clearing everything. That's it. Now, you need a certain few things in a walk. You need something that can take out a lot of defenses. You need something that can take out probably a particular defense. And you need some protection, and you need some healing. We'll start off with a frontline tank. So I think some of the fan favourites is obviously Pipes, Rook, Blaster. Not necessarily all three. Maybe two of them, maybe just one. Different compositions of walks, and there's no set thing to say like this is how you do a walk. But the general thing is that you need some frontline tanks. Now, obviously, if you use Pipes and his FFDs, that negates his shields. It negates Rook, doesn't negate Blaster. So you can do one or two things. You can either look to take the build bots out and then walk with whatever bots you want. Or you can look at the build bots and tailor your attack depending on what the build bots are. For example, if you look at a base that has, like mine, FFD and anti-healing. So you can see there we've got an FFD, Force Field Disruptor, which takes away shields. We've got one there. We've got anti-healing, and we've got anti-healing just there, raid blockers. So don't forget the anti-healing build bots don't affect power cores. So the likes of Combats and Micronus aren't affected by these. So if you can run against this base without using any bots that use shields, and without a healer, the build bots are irrelevant. And that might be a challenge, and that is quite challenging. So a lot of people look to take the build bots out. But that's where a combiner can come in useful. You can use combiner to take out the build bots. You can use combiner to take out defenses. And again, there's no set way. But I would say that you definitely need someone that can pop outposts. Whether it's Pipes, whether it's Rook, whether it's Blaster, whatever way you want to pop outposts is your choice. But you do need someone that's going to pop outposts. So let's just say we're going to put Pipes and Rook down for the sake of it. Then we need someone that can at least one-shot. So the best bot is Roadbuster. You can take anything out, even if it's shielded by the Shield Gen cluster. You can take it out one shot, done. If you're warring at below Cyber, these bots can do what we're saying at a lower level. So maybe level 60 or level 58. If you're warring below Cyber, for example, then Jetfire would be a very good bot, because you can probably one-shot most things. Once you get to Prime League, Jetfire becomes kind of irrelevant, because he hasn't got the damage to do it. You need about 11k damage. So we've kind of got some one-shots, we've got some front-level bots, then we need some AoE. That's where you're talking maybe Optimus. But you don't want too many frontline bots either, you want bots that are going to stand back. So you've got Sea Spray, you've got Warpath, you've got Skids. It's very good to have at least maybe one or two of these bots to take out multiple defenses. It's all about cost when you get to higher levels. You've also got maybe build bot killers. A lot of people use Warpath at the start, take the build bots out. Then as we said, you can just walk through the base. Other such examples are Smokescreen. Smokescreen can hit the build bots twice, take them out. Also, you can also use bots like Slingshot, who are very cheap at 3+2 to take out build bots in range. And last of all, usually you would see at least one healer. Some people use none, some people use two. Minerva tends to be a staple just because of her healing tower. For 5 ability points, is absolutely immense. Now, when we're talking about combats for these bots, in terms of Pipes and Rook, I'd still concentrate personally on protection. Some people will put Megatronus on Pipes to couple with his acid, because thinking around damage. But when we think about our front bots, we think about protection. That's what they're there for. And so for me, it's all about sort of like keeping them alive. Once you go past that, then you're looking at damage. So you need bots, especially bots like Nightstick. You also get a lot of healing from Nightstick as well, which helps. So having some sort of healing coupled with damage is very good for your gunners because of low health. So if you get extra healing in there as well, that helps too. So that's generally how you would walk through a base. And you just set off. It's all about pathing. That's the important thing. You want to keep your bots together. And sometimes it's about taking out defenses that are not necessarily dangerous, but they're dangerous in terms of dragging your bots apart. The more you can keep your bots together, the more success you will have. It's very easy to get them clumped in a section, start taking damage, put a Minerva tower down, and then keep them all alive. Now, if you wanted more protection, you can add other bots in. You can add bots such as Red Alert in there. But don't forget, he is countered by FFD. Same with Tracks, very good bot, especially as a 4-star. Probably the only 4-star or one of the few 4-stars used at the very high level of the game. Tracks is a very good bot for reducing damage, but again, affected by FFD. And that's why you'll see at the top level of the games that FFD is really prominent, because they're trying to cut out them shields, trying to cut out these really OP bots that can protect your bots, and they're trying to just kill them off by taking damage, and you can't protect them. So yeah, that's the idea between a walk. And again, it does sort of vary per base on pathing, and I don't want to get too much in detail about that, but it's all about pathing, learning where your bots will walk, where your gunners will walk compared to your air bots, where your tanks will walk, your warriors will walk compared to your special bots because of different items, different reasons. Once you've got a walk team, generally, you'll find you can take on any base. With other strategies, you need certain criteria to fulfill that. And that's why most top players will try and work towards a walk team. After that, we've got a Russian Smash. So the first thing that you need for Russian Smash is Optimus Prime. You can't really do it with Optimus Prime. You could try with Aerial, but her area effect is really, really low and just not quite as good. She was pipped as the next Optimus Prime, but not quite as much. Now to do this, you need Optimus Prime's G1 core. Very, very difficult without it. And the reason is that once you rush in with Optimus Prime, and we'll go through the strategy in a minute, once he hits whatever, he can hit a mine, he can hit whatever, he can get stunned, anything, but becomes invulnerable for 12 seconds. And that's the key time there, that you rush him in, he will become invulnerable, and then you rush around the base. But again, there's certain criteria, which we'll look at. So you got Optimus Prime. Then after that, so the idea behind this is that you want to rush around, but pathing is really, really, really important. I can't stress that enough. If you're going to rush, and some bots will go that way, and some bots the other way, you're going to fail the attack. 9 times out of 10, it's going to fail. You want all the bots to run together. And to do that, you need a lot of bots that are quite similar in how they operate. And so because Optimus Prime goes that way, then you need tanks behind him. After he dies, then you tend to go on the more tanky side. So yes, you can run, bots like pipes. Bots that can rush are very good as well, because they do get cut out of position. You can rush them back in again into position to avoid popping outposts, popping combiners. Bots like Red Alert, again, very good, protecting your team. And if you are going to run gunners, don't run too many. So generally, I will run Roadbuster, run Optimus. I won't run Drift because he jumps over walls. You just don't want that. It's just too complicated. It causes too many issues. I will use bots maybe like Twin Twist even. And you can see very, very tanky. Then after that, you're talking maybe 6 gun to take out some key defenses from range, because he's got really good range. Or you're talking the likes of Skids, just to stop an area healing, maybe around the HQ if you require it. Now, the importance of this attack is avoiding outposts and definitely avoiding the combiner. That's the most important bit. But I'm going to show you a little neat trick that can help you with this attack that not many people might know. So what I'm going to take with me is I'm going to take a low level gunner. I'll show you why. Okay, so we're going to run Slug in. Put his mines. That's his Prime behind him. So we're going to run Optimus Prime in. Put the box behind him. Then we're going to rush up again. You can see there we popped a lot of the outposts, missed a lot of the outposts up there, and the bots are walking upwards. So typical bots in a backdoor is ruination is really important. It takes out a huge section. You can probably do it with Magna Boss as well, but I think key bots is using again a low level bot just to trigger any mines, anything like that, and it's really important for sort of starting the backdoor attack off. So we have a low level bot. That's just to trigger the attack, which I'll show you in a minute shortly. Then we need Cup. Now with Cup, we just need plenty of healing. So we've got his G1 that heals, and then as a combat we can put Nightstick on him as well, just to give him the extra healing and damage as well. Then we're going to do the same with Springer. So again, 2 4-stars, that's all you need. So we're going to put my Cronus on Springer to heal him and Cup together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Nightstick on him as well. You can put Top Shot, but I find that, yeah, the Acid and Fire is great together, but I just find the range from Nightstick keeps him away from any outposts that might pop or any defenses that are just a bit close to the HQ. So you can see there we've got a maxed out Cup at 70-10, but our Springer is only level 62-7. And that's always all you need. I do take Silver with me, just take out any pesky defenses that I don't manage to take out. But any long range bots are good that are cheap. And I tend to take Warpath as well. Just again, can take out a good line of defenses, so he'll be good as well. Just gotta be careful using Warpath, that once you've used him, he's also going to start taking out defenses and walk through the base. So he's actually good in a weird way when defenses at the front of the base are long ranged and are going to kill him. So that's when a good reason to use Warpath. A good reason to use Silverbolt is when there's no outposts on the launch pad, and you can use it from the launch pad to take out a couple of defenses and clear them from the front. And then what I always do is I always take another bot. It doesn't matter what bot it is. It's just because you don't want to use any of these bots or all these bots, and then your Titan's left almost killing the HQ, and then you lose the battle because you can't battle without any bots left in your shuttle. So I tend to leave one bot just in the shuttle, just so that, you know, the battle will continue. I can maybe use my Titans to take it out. So let's go into Zone 16 and see if we can find any bases we can backdoor. So here's a good example of a base we can backdoor. Now, if you had the shield gen, then I will show you how to take the shield gen out. So we're going to drop Cliff Jumper down here. And you see it's really low level, so as soon as he gets hit by something, he's dead. There we go. That's all I want to do. I want to trigger the attack. I'm literally going to fast forward it now. Now, a good way to get rid of the shield gen is literally just put down the Titan Blast and a Red Kremzeek. Now, the shield gen is not active on this base, but you will see that with a Red Kremzeek, it will take this out, and it means that the HQ shield is gone. There you go. So now what we want to do is we want to avoid the Combiner Outpost, which was active down here. We want to get up here and we want to try and get rid of all these defenses. Now, if you're not too sure that the acid from your Titan and a boost is going to take that out, drop your Combiner at the same time as that acid and boost, and you'll find that it will, you can use your Titans to take that out as well. So we're going to try and take out as much of this as possible with our Combiner. See there, defenses are gone, Combiner's down. Now any long range defenses left we want to try and take out if we can. So I don't think this one launch is going to cause too much of a problem. So now all I'm going to do is drop Cup right in the corner so it doesn't hit any mines. I'm just going to jump him around the outside. And then we're going to drop same with Springer. And then we're going to, there you go. But now it's the case of making sure that the Titan dies. We can use that on there to answer. The only big problem would really help, like, you know, to hinder this now is if our Titan lost. That's something to be careful of in these attacks. But hopefully you can try and get it down before the Titan even dies, regardless. But there you go, nice easy backdoor attack. And that's the 3 attacks. So you've got a walk, just walking through the base. You've got a rush and smash where you rush around the outside and avoid defenses. And you've got a backdoor attack. Now for backdoor attacks and rushes, if the Combiner Beacon is further forward on the base, it makes it a lot easier. The further back it is, the harder it makes it. So go and give it a try, guys. Let me know in the comments if you did try it and it works well. If you have any problems, also hit me up in the comments and I'll try and give you some advice how to come around it. But I hope that helps you. Good luck with your wars, and yeah, hope you can get some good scores.